Hey there, folks, it's your boy B3, back with another kicking comic book review. Yes, we are continuing our reviews of the Jeff Loeb Ed McGuinness Hulk run with Hulk Volume 2, Red and Green. This is kind of the Mystery of Red Hulk run. Now, the identity of Red Hulk is pretty common knowledge now, and I will be discussing that throughout this review. But when this run was going on, it was years before we found out who Red Hulk was. It took a long, long time. And Jeff Loeb is kind of the master of these things, you know? Long Halloween, Batman Hush. Just as a couple examples. And now he's working his magic on the Hulk. And it's pretty cool. I'm going to give you a read up of the back of the book real quick. There are now two Hulks in the Marvel Universe, one green and the other red. Double the action, 10 times the adventure, and 1,000,000 times more battles as both Hulks prove they are the strongest there is. Featuring guest appearances by the X-Men Storm, the Avengers Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Moon Knight, and heroes from across the Marvel Universe. Plus the return of Grey Hulk. Yes, dude. Ugh, Joe Fixit, folks. Anyways, collecting Hulk 7 through 9 and King Size Hulk #1, written by the award-winning Jeff Loeb, and drawn by industry titans Arthur Adams and Frank Cho, with legendary Hulk artist Herb Trimpe. Hooray! Alright, folks. Now let's get into the book itself, which is very fun. A lot of the dialogue in this book is a little too comic booky for my tastes. A lot of it's just like, okay guys, come on. There doesn't need to be a speech bubble in every fucking panel. But I suppose when you're writing a mystery, dialogue is very important and whatnot, but a lot of the dialogue in this book, I'm just like, okay, all right, okay, cool. Every single person doesn't need to quip the whole book, all right? This isn't the fucking MCU. Even though the MCU had just started about this time. But still, like, if there is a quippy character, that's fun. When every character is quippy, it's exhausting. Anyway, we have Bruce Banner. He's making all these notes. He's kind of acting as a narrator for this. We get Red Hulk fighting Wendigos. And I noticed what appears to be a continuity error. Red Hulk gets bitten by a Wendigo, but these are new Wendigos with new powers. So if someone resorts to cannibalism in the Canadian wilderness, they turn into a creature called the Wendigo in Marvel. But it appears that now there can be more than one Wendigo, and also they function like zombies. If a Wendigo bites you and you survive, you can turn into a Wendigo. Red Hulk gets bitten by a Wendigo pretty quick, and we never see him turn into one. It's possible that he turns into one off panel, and then when the cure is kind of ex-machina'd later, that he turns back and we just never see it, but that's no fun, right? So no matter what the explanation is, it's not a very fun one. Anyways, Red Hulk kind of does end up just fucking up this Wendigo. Its Wendigo family is sad that it's killed, but devours it because they're all starving all the damn time. Anyway, Bruce Banner makes his way to Vegas. And the Wendigos are looking for Red Hulk, so they end up in Vegas somehow. And then Joe Fixit is the one who appears when Bruce Hulks out. And it's nice. I actually am a huge fan of Joe Fixit, especially after Al Ewing's Immortal Hulk, when you get to really dive deep into him. Joe Fixit is fucking awesome. I used to have a Joe Fixit figure as a kid. It was a gray Hulk that transformed into a T-Rex. I would give anything to have that figure back. So if anyone knows where I can get one, let me know. Anyhow, he's fighting these Wendigos. He's also then attacked by Moon Knight. So Joe Fixit has to fight off Moon Knight and Wendigos, and then Miss Marvel and the Sentry show up. And it is well established that the Sentry's light calms the Hulk and can make him revert back to Bruce Banner. So, and also the Sentry's just one of the most powerful characters in Marvel. I hear he's going to be in the Thunderbolts movie. I'll probably see it in theaters just for the Sentry. Otherwise, I'd probably skip it. Ah, fuck, I just realized I'll have to catch up on MCU stuff to watch it. Damn it. Anyway, Hulk, Joe Fixit pulls a smart move to kind of get rid of Sentry. And when he starts fighting Miss Marvel, he turns into Savage Hulk, and Savage Hulk is much bigger and stronger than Joe Fixit. Joe Fixit's just smarter and more underhanded. That's the advantage of being Joe Fixit over Savage. But right now, Savage Hulk is the one needed. Anyways, we get our Wendigos, and I just have to say, I love how the Wendigos are drawn in this book. They're muscular, but at the same time scrawny, because they're always starving, and they're not pure white like I often see them drawn. They've got splotches all over them, and there's like a little green and brown just from the fur being dirty. The Wendigos are drawn in a very horrific way. They've got like dried blood on them. Love how the Wendigos are drawn in this book. It's absolutely incredible. And they do bite Savage Hulk and turn him into Winda-Hulk, which is just pure comic book fun. I'd buy a figure of Winda-Hulk in a goddamn instant. So fun. Anyways, Brother Voodoo shows up for an Ex Machina to cure everyone. He just kind of like shows up, does his little thing, and then goes away. Everyone's cured. Brother Voodoo is one of those characters that's cool, but at the same time you're like, is this okay? Is this all right? But anyways, it's a fun story. It's a good story, but it's a short story that doesn't really move the Red Hulk story forward at all. But it's really cool. It's fun. It's a fun comic book story. I'm always happy to see Sentry and new Hulks. So I enjoyed it. The Red Hulk stuff happens from She-Hulk's point of view. It shows us what happened when the Red Hulk just absolutely beat the snot out of her on the helicarrier, because that had originally happened off-page. And then we see She-Hulk kind of gathering up the Lady Liberators. If you don't know who that is, it was kind of A-Force before A-Force. Guys were all pissy about A-Force when it happened, as if it hadn't already happened multiple times in comics. Fucking sexist comic book fans are stupid as fuck, dude. I didn't read A-Force. If A-Force was a bad book and you didn't like it for that reason, that's different. I didn't read it. I can't speak on that, but I could speak on the reaction when it was announced. But she gets together Thundra and Valkyrie and whatnot. They fight Red Hulk, who is kind of kicking their asses, but they do end up taking him down. There's a really cool couple panels where Thundra shoots him in the face. And I like the dialogue in it too. And this is more the part where there's also a lot of quipping here. From She-Hulk, it makes sense, you know, because she's a fourth wall perceiving character and whatnot. And it's kind of a thing that helps set her apart from, you know, the kind of angrier Hulks. Red Hulk himself does a lot of just straight up sexual harassing in this, which is a little uncomfortable. But the ladies do beat the snot out of him for a little bit, and that works. He, however, does not stay down, but then more show up. The Invisible Woman, Spider-Woman, Tigra, Black Widow, not super sure what Black Widow's going to bring to the party here, Hellcat, and also Storm. Oh, God, you gotta love Storm. My favorite X-Men. But they fight him, and he only gets out of it by, like, basically playing dead. And he converts Thundra to his side. Pretty cool. And we also get, like, some history of Abomination. And Abomination in this little story is drawn in a very freakish way that I really like, especially one panel where he's, like, melting. Very cool. Some of this history that Abomination had, I actually didn't even know until I read this story. But it's drawn in a very neat way. But yeah, that's actually it for Hulk Volume 2, Red and Green. Yeah, it's a very fun book. It doesn't further the mystery terribly much. It's more just getting to watch Hulks beat the shit out of stuff. The first half you get to watch Green Hulk do it. Second half you get to watch Red Hulk do it. Once again, most of the mystery furthering is just done with Red Hulk's recruitment of Thundra. But the next volume, I promise, will have a lot more to the Red Hulk story. But that's it for now. I need to go blow my nose, and also I'm starving. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Definitely check out the Jeph Loeb Hulk run. It's a really good run. Like, I had my problems with this volume. I thought it was a little... I didn't like how everyone was super quippy in it, and for the most part. And the Ex Machina to get rid of all the Wendigos was... I mean, it was an Ex Machina. It was a Gaius Ex Machina. What can I say? But I mean, I didn't have any problems with the Red Hulk story other than the sexual harassment made me a little uncomfortable. But that's it. Thank you all once again. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.